In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. Training of a child is very important, and the whole of their life depends upon it. And if at all, vast number of the children, the youths, are trained in the similar manner, what is going to happen then? If the training is a good one, the whole of a generation is going to be good one. And if unfortunately the training is not so good, the whole of the society, the whole of the generation is going to be a bad one, an irresponsible one. Irresponsible in several ways. In their individual life, in the life of their family and neighborhood, and then at the society at large. Training was being done by the training primarily is the responsibility of the parents, though a child cannot be disconnected, cannot be separated, cannot be detached from what is happening in the society, what the rest of their generation fellows are doing. It is impossibly difficult, though not absolutely impossible, but it is impossibly difficult to train a child on a good lines if the society as a whole, if the rest of the people, the rest of their age fellows are going in the wrong direction. Unfortunately, that we people were not trained properly by the parents, by the schools, by the society. We were not well managed by the state even, and it is the movies, the Hindi films actually, which trained us. Prior to the Hindi films, there used to be local films being shown on the cinema first and videos then, VCRs then. Then the later generation started watching the Hindi films as these become widely available. What does happen? A film, a youth who is watching the films during the teens, even the 20s, early 20s, mid 20s, it affects them more than anything else. It affects them more than anything else. It poses a very, very deep influence upon the psyche of a child, of a young. What is being shown in the movies? The hero is a superhuman. The hero is a superhuman. She is found. He is found taking the things very lightly and very casually, not seriously at all. Since he is a superhuman being, since he is a superhuman being, being shown, being portrayed as a superhuman being in the movie, so they don't need to prepare much. They don't need to. They need to stay casual. They do handle the things as and when they appear. The challenges shown in front of that movie star are demanding Herculean capabilities, and since the hero is a superhuman being, so he can easily handle and manage the task the Herculean tasks. So, no need to be serious enough, no need to prepare well, no need to prepare well at all. Be as casual as possible to the level of irresponsibility. Nobody is a superhuman being in the real life at all. Nobody is a superhuman being in the real life at all. All of us are almost similar. There is not much difference between us except that of the attitudes. It is our attitudes actually which makes us much different from the rest of the people. If some of the younger folks are studying well and paying a good attention to their physical fitness as well, developing their attitudes on the right lines, on the positive lines, with enough amount of sense responsibility in their minds, they will obviously keep developing and keep enhancing their capabilities. Their capabilities, their potential will be well realized. Tapped first, utilized properly then. Firstly, they consumed and they, expended all what they had in terms of their resources, in terms of their capabilities, in terms of their talents and potential. They trained it well. They get a very good training. They put it into very good use. And later on, they kept utilizing it in the practical life. Now, the two of the people cannot be equal at all. The one who is very serious enough in their work and the one who remained casual and non-serious and did not prepare well anything else at all about the life, these people were somewhat irresponsible people. And since these people were irresponsible people, so these people, when it comes to the practical life, when they are found in their 30s and 40s, they people are far from their real achievement. They people fail to achieve what they should have achieved otherwise. So these people become a failure. The people who are taking the things in a non-serious manner, the things which the people who are taking the things not in a serious manner, rather than in quite an irresponsible people, the younger folks who don't prepare, the younger folks and the elder folks who don't prepare, they do have to face the failure in their life. They cannot avoid the failure and they fail to see the success in their life. They as a whole, they might attain success, a little bit of success here and there, but their life as a whole remains empty and their life as a whole remain unsuccessful. They as a whole become a failure. They do fail in their practical life. Why? Because they did not prepare well. Why? Because they were not serious enough. Why? Because they did not do the thorough work. Anybody and everybody who fails to do the thorough work, what happens? They are looking for the shortcut, but they never find one. Even if they do take an approach considering it as a shortcut, what does happen? It become a kind of time spoilage and nothing else. It becomes only a time spoilage and nothing else. So the people who don't want to spoil their time, the people who want to live well, I think all what is needed there is that they need to take this life seriously, the life as a whole seriously on the one hand, because they need to prepare the life well on the other hand. On the other hand, they need to take the different stages of their life seriously. They need to take the different items, the different challenges, the different opportunities appearing in front of them quite seriously. If at all they do so, I think so that they will be able to move forward. They will be able to develop and they will not remain a failure at all. So that is something which is equally important to each one of us. This is something which is equally important to each one of us. I think we need, if at all we want to avoid the failure, if then we need to do the thorough work, we need to do the proper work, we need to take the things seriously, we don't need to take the things casually at all. we need to prepare well, and preparing well, inshallah, will make us a successful person, will help us in avoiding, in protecting ourselves from the failure in the life as a whole, and the failure in different important things on the other end. Thank you very much.